Okay, real talk. Who says you need a big yard to grow a beautiful garden? Because today, I'm spilling the tea on 7 gorgeous plants that'll turn even the tiniest space into a lush little paradise. And guess what? You won't need to spend a fortune to make it happen. Hey there, my green family. Welcome to the cozy corner where we keep things green, simple, and budget-friendly. Whether you've got a balcony, a front porch, or just that one sunny window that's begging for some life, trust me, you can grow something beautiful. And today's lineup? Oh, it's good. We're talking plants that look amazing, don't need constant babysitting, and can even make your space feel twice as big. Yep, it's giving small garden, big vibes. So before we dig in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and join our growing green family community. Here, we believe you don't need a huge budget or a huge space to grow a whole lot of happiness. All right, grab your watering can, because we're diving into 7 small space-friendly plants that'll totally transform your garden. Plant 1, dwarf lemon tree. Let's start with one of my absolute favorites, the dwarf lemon tree. This little sunshine maker is perfect for anyone who dreams of having a fruit tree but thinks, my space is way too small for that. Well, surprise, you can have your lemons and squeeze them too. The dwarf variety grows beautifully in pots, which makes it a star player for balconies, patios, or even a sunny kitchen corner. Picture this. You step outside in the morning, and instead of just seeing concrete or walls, you've got this cheerful green tree dotted with tiny, bright yellow lemons. And that fresh citrus scent? Instant mood booster. Now, care-wise, it's honestly one of the easiest fruit plants you can grow. It loves sunlight, about 6 to 8 hours a day, so pick its spot carefully. Use a well-draining potting mix and water it just enough to keep the soil slightly moist. Too much water, and it'll sulk a little, so moderation is key. And here's a fun little hack. Add crushed eggshells or a spoonful of compost tea every few weeks. It gives your lemon tree that nutrient boost it craves and keeps those leaves shiny and healthy. The best part? You'll not only enjoy the look and smell, but you'll also get your very own homegrown lemons. Perfect for lemon water, desserts, or just bragging rights when your friends ask, wait, you grow lemons in that little space? Plant 2, snake plant, mother-in-law's tongue. Now, if you want a plant that practically thrives on neglect, meet the snake plant, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. Don't let the funny name fool you. This plant is pure elegance. It's tall, sleek, and instantly gives your space that modern, fresh, and put-together look. What makes it a small space superstar is how little it asks of you. It doesn't need much sunlight, indirect light, or even a bit of shade will do. And you can forget to water it for weeks, and it'll still stand there looking flawless. For small apartments or busy gardeners, that's a dream come true. Another amazing thing? The snake plant is one of the best air purifiers you can grow indoors. It filters out toxins and keeps your air feeling cleaner and fresher. Perfect if you're in a city apartment or a space with limited airflow. Here's a fun idea. Try grouping a few snake plants of different heights in one corner. It creates this beautiful, sculptural look that instantly draws attention. Or pop one on your desk, and it'll quietly bring a touch of calm to your workspace without demanding attention. Quick tip: always use a pot with drainage holes and let the soil dry out between waterings. It hates soggy roots. Think of it as the strong, silent type that likes a little space and a lot of style. So, if you want something low maintenance, affordable, and effortlessly beautiful, the snake plant is your new best friend. Plant 3, strawberries. All right, let's talk about a plant that gives you beauty and delicious rewards, strawberries. Now, this is one of those crops that looks amazing, smells heavenly, and literally lets you snack straight from your garden. And the best part? You don't need a huge patch of land to grow them. Strawberries are one of the easiest fruiting plants to grow in small spaces. You can tuck them into hanging baskets, stackable planters, or even repurposed containers like old buckets or wooden crates. The way their runners cascade over the edges looks so beautiful. It's like edible decor. Here's the magic. Strawberries love sunshine. Give them about 6 hours a day, and they'll reward you with juicy, sweet berries all through the season. Just make sure the soil stays moist, not soggy. A little mulch on top, like straw or dried leaves, helps lock in moisture and keeps those berries clean. And if you want to make your strawberry patch even more productive, here's a quick green family hack. Add crushed eggshells or a sprinkle of coffee grounds once in a while. It boosts calcium and keeps pests away naturally. Imagine this, a small balcony corner filled with green leaves, white blooms, and pops of red fruit. It's vibrant, it's rewarding, and it's perfect for anyone who wants a touch of sweetness in their small garden. So whether you've got space for just one hanging basket or a little raised bed, strawberries will bring life, color, and flavor right to your door. All right, before we jump into the next plant, I want to hear from you. What's growing in your small garden right now? Or if you haven't started yet, tell me, what's the one plant you've always wanted to grow but never tried? Drop it down in the comments, because I love seeing your garden ideas, and who knows, I might even feature one of your suggestions in an upcoming video. And if you've made it this far, you're officially part of the green family. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're getting inspired. It really helps our little community grow and reach more plant lovers out there. All right, let's keep growing, because plant 4 is one of those game changers that makes your space look lush in just a few weeks. Plant 4, pothos money plant. Now, if your garden needs a touch of magic, something that grows fast, looks lush, and practically decorates itself, say hello to the pothos, also known as the money plant. This one's a true small space hero. It's a trailing beauty that thrives almost anywhere, hanging baskets, shelves, windowsills, or even climbing up a little trellis in your living room. The heart-shaped leaves come in shades of green, golden, and variegated patterns, and the way they spill down is just stunning. It instantly gives your space that jungle vibe without needing constant attention. What makes the pothos so special is how forgiving it is. Forget to water it for a few days? No problem. Give it bright light or a bit of shade. It's happy either way. It's one of those plants that just goes with the flow and still manages to look like you've spent hours styling it. Here's a fun green family trick. Try growing your pothos in water. Yes, you heard that right. Snip a few healthy cuttings, pop them in a jar or glass vase, and watch those roots grow. It's a beautiful, low-maintenance way to bring greenery into kitchens or office corners, and it looks so chic. And because it grows quickly, it's perfect for filling those empty corners or adding a pop of green to shelves and ledges. It even helps purify the air, so your home feels fresher and lighter. So, if you want something that's gorgeous, unfussy, and totally budget-friendly, the pothos is the way to go. It's the plant that proves small spaces can still have big, beautiful energy. Plant 5, herbs in a vertical garden. All right, let's talk about something both beautiful and useful, a mini herb garden, but with a twist. Instead of the usual countertop pots, let's go vertical. Vertical gardening is one of the smartest ways to make the most of a small space, and herbs are absolutely perfect for it. Think basil, mint, parsley, thyme, or even rosemary, all growing neatly up your wall, your fence, or even a repurposed wooden pallet. It's compact, it's fragrant, and it looks stunning. Imagine walking onto your balcony or into your kitchen and running your hand across a wall of fresh herbs. The smell alone will make you feel like you're in a little countryside cottage. And the best part? You can snip a few leaves anytime you're cooking, straight from your garden to your plate. Talk about fresh flavor on a budget. Here's a fun green family tip. Use recycled containers like tin cans, old plastic bottles, or wooden boxes for your vertical setup. Drill a few holes for drainage. Fill them with a light potting mix, and arrange your herbs in tiers. You'll save space, cut costs, and it'll look so creative. For maintenance, just make sure your herbs get about 4 to 6 hours of sunlight and water them lightly when the top of the soil feels dry. They're surprisingly easy to care for, and if you harvest regularly, they'll keep producing more. A vertical herb garden doesn't just make your space green, it makes it alive. It's decorative, delicious, and uniquely yours. Plant 6, caladium angel wings. If you want to add a real splash of color to your small garden, caladium, often called angel wings, is your showstopper. These beauties aren't just plants, they're living art. Their large, heart-shaped leaves come in stunning blends of pink, white, green, and red, making them look hand-painted by nature herself. Caladiums are perfect for small spaces because they fill in corners beautifully without needing much height. You can grow them in pots, planters, or even line them along a pathway or balcony edge for a soft, tropical touch. They love warmth and indirect sunlight, so if your garden gets filtered light or a bit of shade, these are perfect. Just keep the soil slightly moist, not soaked, and watch them thrive. In cooler months, when they go a little dormant, don't worry, that's just their rest time. They'll come right back stronger and brighter when it warms up again. Here's a little green family design trick. Pair caladiums with something leafy and green, like ferns or peace lilies. The color contrast will make your space pop instantly. What I adore about caladiums is how they can transform even the dullest corner into something cheerful and full of personality. They remind you that gardens aren't only about green, they're about expression. So, if you want a small space plant that shouts, "Look at me," in the most elegant way possible, caladiums are your go-to. Plant 7. Succulent mix, the mini garden within a garden. And finally, let's end with something truly special, a mix of succulents. If you've ever wanted a garden that's both adorable and almost impossible to kill, this is it. Succulents are like the low-maintenance friends who still look amazing no matter what. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, from rosette-style echeverias to plump jade plants, string of pearls, and even little cacti. Mix a few together, and you've got yourself a tiny living sculpture that changes subtly with each new leaf. They're perfect for people short on time or space. You can grow them in shallow trays, teacups, ceramic bowls, or even recycled containers. Just make sure whatever you use has good drainage. That's the golden rule. Too much water is the only thing succulents don't forgive. Here's a green family idea you'll love. Create a mini desert garden centerpiece for your balcony table or windowsill. Add a few pebbles, some decorative sand, and a mix of small succulents in different colors and textures. It's modern, minimal, and absolutely Instagram-worthy. Succulents thrive in bright light, so give them a sunny spot and water only when the soil is completely dry. They'll reward you by staying vibrant all year long. No fuss, no drama. What I love most about succulents is how creative you can get with them. They're small, playful, and full of personality, just like every tiny garden should be. And there you have it, 7 beautiful plants that prove you don't need a huge backyard to create a garden that feels alive, refreshing, and full of joy. Whether it's the sweet scent of lemons, the calm of a snake plant, or the playful colors of caladium, every little green corner you grow tells your story. Remember, it's not about how much space you have, it's about what you do with it. A few thoughtful plants, a bit of care, and a lot of love can turn even the tiniest balcony or windowsill into something magical. So, tell me in the comments, which of these plants are you excited to try first? Or do you already have a favorite that's thriving in your small garden? I'd love to hear from you. Your stories always inspire me and our whole green family community. And if today's video gave you a few ideas or a little spark of inspiration, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and tap that bell so you never miss a new video. We've got so many more tips, hacks, and small space garden ideas coming your way. Until next time, keep your hands in the soil, your heart in the garden, and remember, no space is ever too small to grow something beautiful.